they explain it. This is how they explain it. It feels like, this is what it feels like. I'm watching a squirrel that's standing up looking at me. A very disturbing looking squirrel with red eyes. As I talking about this, a squirrel will run. Look at the fucking camera and look at this squirrel. Y'all see the squirrel? Back to the point. Y'all saw that squirrel. I'll check back the footage and see if that squirrel was in the shot. But as I talk about this stuff, a squirrel will run up and watching me. I getting chills thinking. I getting fucking chills, but ugh. But how to explain what it feels like to be under the possession or be under control of a very dark entity? This is how to explain how this feels. What's up, guys? It's Diesel. How y'all doing? Leave a comment down below. Let's get stuck straight into the video. What's up, guys? It's Diesel. How y'all doing? Leave a comment below. Let's get stuck straight into the video. Okay, this video is about me meeting devil. Okay, I met the devil. Okay, I'm trying to say that with a straight face. I met that person. I didn't want to make this video right now, but I look at my video ideas and I really know that shit to talk about before I start putting out real good videos with quality. So that's what one thing is. So I thought about meeting Lucifer. I don't know my middle name. If you don't know, my channel is DLA. That is my initials, DLA, and 28 is a special number to me. But my initials is DLA, and the L in that stand is my middle name, which is Lucius. Now I met Lucifer. Did I read it well? I got a feeling, or I understood what it was about in my dark times. I think I felt the energy and met him in my dark times, because this is going to come up in other videos, but I used to live a very dark life. I was an addict, and I was very satanic at a certain point in my life. And I'm telling you now, the energy I felt of that kind of darkness, I had no way that couldn't be Lucifer. But meeting that person is not a person, it's an entity, it's an energy. So I met it, I felt it. How I felt it? Okay, I used to be very addicted, and in my times of addiction, in other videos, I will describe what I was addicted to and tell you what I was addicted to and how bad it was. But I was addicted to something, and when you're addicted to something, it brings out the bad in you, because you will do anything to get that, and your irrationality and what you believe in is out the door, because all you want is what you're addicted to. And being addicted brings out the 7 deadly sins in you. Everyone has it on earth. Everyone has the 7 deadly sins in them. But when you're an addict, it amplifies those 7 deadly sins. Okay? And in my time of being an addict, those sins were amplified to the roof. Like when I was addicted, I had no conscience. I had no good in me. I was just bad, and I was doing real bad stuff. And then those 7 deadly sins were just amplified through the roof. And then through those times, I have felt very bad energy or from certain people. I felt bad energy from people, from bad energy within myself. Bad energy, I felt it, so I know what it feels like. Okay? And I can tell you, Lucifer is a fucking liar, and he will ruin your fucking life. So if you're out there being addicted, you should subscribe to this channel, and I will try to give you my advice and my experience, so you know you're not alone. Okay? I have been heavily addicted, and I know what it's like to be under control and under the influence, and out of your mind and have zero conscience. Like, I could kill somebody, I could kill animals, I could have sex with the wrong woman. I could not care about my family, all because I have no conscience and the 7 deadly sins are amplified due to an addiction. Okay? How to explain this energy? How to explain what it feels like? How to explain it? This is how to explain it. It feels like, this is what it feels like. I'm watching a squirrel that's standing up looking at me. A very disturbing looking squirrel with red eyes. As I talk about this, a squirrel will run. Look to the fucking camera and look at this squirrel. Y'all see the squirrel? Back to the point. Y'all saw that squirrel. I'll check back the footage and see if that squirrel was in the shot. But as I talk about this stuff, a squirrel will run up and watching me. I'm getting chills thinking. I'm getting fucking chills, but ugh. But how to explain what it feels like to be under the possession or be under control of a very dark entity? This is how to explain how this feels. You know when you drink alcohol and you have no control over your body, no control over your hormones, of your thoughts, no control over your censorship. When it's like compared to being under the influence of alcohol, but you're not intoxicated or influenced under anything. It's just when that dark energy gets a hold of you, this is what it feels like. It feels like something, like a force came into your body and it took over, and you have no control over your body, and you're just doing stuff, you don't know what you're doing, but you're fully aware of everything. And due to being addicted, you have no conscience. So when that takes over you and it just controls your body, you don't care because you have no conscience. The 7 deadly sins amplified, you don't care. You have nothing to live for. You have no conscience, you don't care. You let it take over, and that is how it feels. It feels like an entity is gone into your body. You lost all control over your body. That's how it feels meeting Lucifer. He finds the nice people, he finds good people who just lost their way, comes into their body, sends a dark entity into their body, it takes over, and that person becomes a menace to society, menace to their family, menace to their job, a menace in life, a menace to anyone they care about, and any future they have, just a menace. That is how I explain it. That is how I explain it. That is how the only way I could explain it is like, it's like something, it's like being on alcohol, except you're not intoxicated or under the influence. It's just an entity coming into your body. You don't know what it is, but it just comes into your body, and you just change, and you just become aggressive. You become evil. You just become evil. You lose all control of your thoughts and your body, and you just become a monster. That is what it feels like meeting Lucifer. Takes over your body. Nice people takes over their body, and they do really bad things, and the only way to get that out of you, I think you know what to do. I'm not going to say it because a lot of people funny about talking about those kind of stuff. Like I ain't even going to talk about it. But a lot of you know how to get that out of your body. You know. I'm not going to say it because people funny on the internet, people funny in real life. They don't want to hear about those stuff. But that's what it feels like. Something coming into your body, and you start, it's like watching fucking movies. It's like exorcist shit. I thought it was bullshit, but I felt it from my own self, and whatever in those movies are just based on real things. It's just, they make it movies. It's interesting, but all that shit you just see on the movies and the internet, where people do exorcism and they talk on thoughts, and that shit real, it's just that lower extent, but not to the fucking movie scale level. It's real. Okay? I tell you, I have met that entity, felt that entity in my body, and Lucifer is a fucking liar. He will ruin your fucking life. So whoever you're addicted to, get help. Because he can only control you when you're addicted. It doesn't have to be to drugs. It could be to sex, it could be to money, it could be to adrenaline, it could be whatever your addiction is, prescriptions, it could be anything you're addicted to. That is his window to get in control of you and get inside of you. Okay? It's not inside of you like that, but like he could get inside of you, get in your inner being and ruin you. Just ruin you, turn you into a mess. Turn you into an evil mess with no conscience and no logic. That is what it is. It's horrible, it's awful, it's horrible. But I will make a next video explaining how I met God. Yeah. Alright, so hopefully this video was somewhat entertaining. Hopefully you all saw the squirrel. I don't think the squirrel was in the shot because the window glare was blocking it. But please like, subscribe, leave a comment.